Hi guys, welcome back to Jenny's Finance, the channel where we discuss everything about budgeting, savings, and journaling. And this video is an introduction to savings video. This video teaches us how to start saving from scratch and as beginners. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. So firstly, what is savings? There are so many definitions on what saving is, but on this channel, our definition for saving is income not spent. Savings, not saving. Savings is income not spent or money kept aside for future use. Now, while saving and savings are different, we know very well that saving is an act or the process of doing something, while savings is all assets and everything you've kept aside for future use. Now let's look into the different ways we can start saving. What are the ways to start saving? The first way to start saving is to budget for saving. Now, a budget is a financial plan for a period of time. If you want to know more on budgeting, make sure to watch my introduction to budgeting video and then come back to this one. But when having a financial plan, this only means that you need to have money set aside or a percentage of your income set aside for savings. Now, I gave a formula for adults and I also gave a formula for teens. Adults should save within 20, 30, 50 as percentage ratio of their income, while young ones should save 30, 30, 40. Now, for adults, it's 50, 30, 40, which means 50% for their needs, 30% for their wants, 20% for savings. Or the 30% could replace any other things that you want. Now, when you budget for savings, you put it in writing. And when you know you have it in writing, you are more likely or most likely to be very careful on how you spend your money. And the moment your income comes, you sit down and distribute each money and get the amount of money for savings set in the bank or wherever you save your money. So budgeting for savings is one step to start saving, because you cannot save when you do not have money to save, or you cannot save when all your money will be going to your needs. So you need proper budgeting or planning. Now, when budgeting for savings, you have to remember or ask yourself if you have debts. Now, if you have debts, whatever percentage of your money you've set aside for savings, you can divide it in two and take one part for debts. So while you're saving, one part of your savings is to cover up your debts and the other side is still for savings. Or if there are any other ones that you feel are not so necessary, then you can do the division from your wants percentage. Now, the second way for you to save money is to cut your expenses, which means everything taking your money irrelevantly needs to stop. Now, if there are necessary things to do with money, you need to cut them off, and they include things as eating out. Now, you don't necessarily have to stop eating out completely because it's part of fun. You can decide to eat out once a month. That depends on how often you get paid. So if you get paid on a monthly basis, you can decide to eat out just once during that month and from your income. The second thing you can cut off on is monthly outfit purchases. I don't know about you personally, but there are persons who purchase outfits on a monthly basis, and there is shopping fee in every income budget. You do not necessarily have to change outfits every time. One thing you should always remember and tell yourself is there will always be new fashion trends. So if you save now, you can buy it tomorrow. So if you have a plan to save, then you should really cut down your expenses. You can also cut down expenses by canceling all online subscriptions you have. Those ones you register with your card, so they can take a specific amount of money from your account every month. The third way we're going to be looking at as a means of saving money is to set a goal. Now, when you have a target or a goal, it motivates you to work. Or you can also attach an event to your savings. Let's say to buy a car, I'm saving to buy a new phone, saving to rent an apartment, I'm saving to buy my own house. These are events or things that you can attach to savings. Whenever you remember that you have a target, you have an event attached to your savings, it motivates you. Even buying a car, you can attach such events or needs or priorities to the amount of money you're saving, why you're saving, and it will help you to have self-control and not spend all your saving money for fun. Now, there are two forms of goals in saving money. We have the short-term goals and we have the long-term goals. Now, I'm going to tell you examples of short-term goals, and I'll also share with you examples of long-term goals. Now, some examples of short-term goals and long-term goals include, for short-term goals, we have vacation, saving to treat yourself or take a trip to Miami, to Australia. You can attach such places to your trips, and then it's going to motivate you to want to save more, places you love, and then to buy a new phone or to buy a car. Now, examples of long-term goals include money to buy an apartment or for down payments of an apartment, money for retirement, and child's education is the most important long-term goal here. And I'll advise you at any age, you should start saving for retirement now. It's never too late. And also for child's education, so your children don't, you know, have issues when they're going to school. It's also very necessary to start saving for their education. The fourth way to save money is to record your expenses and work. And I wrote that in capital letters because you can analyze, plan, and you don't go to work. So let's say you received your salary and it's worth 100K and you planned on your budget to save 30K, spend 40K on your needs, and then the remaining 30K you're going to use it for your wants or for fun, emergencies. And now you've received your salary of 100K and you just start using it according to how problems come to you every single day. So that is why I included the work in capital letters. Now, to record your expenses, before you make a final decision on how you want to save money, I'll advise you to take a month and record everything you spend. Like money you spend on your feeding, spend on your gas, on mortgage, on groceries. As you spend them throughout that given month, I want you to record them. And then at the end of the month, when you're making your budgeting, look at the way you spent money and what you spent and how you spent it. And then analyze it and see if there are things you need to stop, things you need to change, and if there's a way you can reduce what you're spending. So give yourself a month to track how you spend money, what needs to improve and what needs to be reduced, and work. Start saving. Let me know in the comment section if any of these tips have ever been helpful to you and how long you've been saving and if it's been successful. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to Jenny's Finance. Bye, guys.